Shoolini TV News from the campus.
Hello and welcome to the weekly Shoolini TV Bulletin. I am Bhavna, bringing you the 94th edition of the Bulletin with the latest news from the campus. First, the headlines. Seminar on Women and the Media organized. Guru Talk by Major Priya Jhingan, First Lady Defence Officer. 6th Convocation to be held on March 19. Poetry session organized by Bellitristic Society. And now the news in detail. We have Nikita with the report on the 6th Convocation.
Shoolini University is to host its 6th Convocation ceremony for alumnus of Faculty of Management Sciences and Chitrakoot School of Liberal Arts, along with School of Engineering and Technology. The Convocation ceremony is scheduled on March 19 and will have Mr. Anurag Thakur, Union Minister for Sports, Youth Affairs and Information and Broadcasting as the chief guest. The event will be organized in an offline mode after 2 years, and a total of 1,423 students will be getting their degree, out of which 1,393 are graduate and postgraduate students, besides 30 students would get their PhD degrees, according to the Registrar Dr. Sunil Puri.
Thank you, Nikita. Arzoo will now brief us about the seminar on women and the media on International Women's Day. Go ahead, Arzoo.
Shoolini University's Chitrakoot Faculty of Liberal Arts, in collaboration with the School of Journalism, hosted a day-long seminar on the theme Media and Women to celebrate International Women's Day. Prominent journalists from around the country addressed major issues concerning women in the media industry. Professor Vipin Pabbi, Director and Head of School of Journalism and New Media, delivered the opening remarks, which were followed by an introduction and welcome note from Professor Manju Jetka, Dean of the Faculty of Liberal Arts, Shoolini University. Chancellor Professor P.K. Khosla expressed his views on working women and quotes history to demonstrate the importance of women empowerment. Professor Atul Khosla, Vice Chancellor, described the influence of media on him at a young age and urged the journalism students to remain objective and neutral. Guest of honor Ms. Nishtha Anand, Trustee, Shoolini University, shared her vision of a media industry in which men and women contributed equally. The first session was on smashing boundaries, glass and other ceilings. It was chaired by Ashwani Bhatnagar, senior journalist, with panelists Jupinderjeet Singh, author and journalist, and Swati Bhan, contributing editor, News18.com. The second session continued with the veteran journalist Nirupama Dutt, Nidhish Tyagi, and investigative journalist Aishwarya Iyer on the topic Does Honesty Have a Gender? The third session was moderated by Nidhish Tyagi with panelists Vandana Shukla and Anuradha Shukla, Associate Editor News 18, discussing duplicity and deception, dangers of new technology in the media. For the last session, Professor Vipin Pabbi with panelists Archana Phul, freelance journalist, and Ashwani Bhatnagar chaired the concluding session on sexual harassment at workplace and stated that 1/3 of women in the media industry have experienced sexual harassment and half of them did not report it, which is an alarming number.
Thank you, Arzoo. Now we move on to the next news pertaining to Guru Talk, organized on the occasion of the International Day of Women. Here is Hardika with the report.
Shoolini University organized a Guru Talk on International Women's Day with Major Priya Jhingan, the first woman to serve the Indian Army and a motivational speaker. She shared anecdotes from her life and stressed upon the importance of empowered women in the society. Major Jhingan in her speech talked about self-belief and said that one must believe in oneself and one's dreams. She also quoted the book The Secret and said that the universe gives back one what it believes that you want. Post the Guru Talk, the event also witnessed a cultural tribute to late Lata Mangeshkar. The tribute included dance and music performances on songs sung by her in different eras. The event was organized and moderated by DSW Ms. Poonam Nanda.
Thank you, Hardika. The talk was really inspiring for everyone. Moving on, we have Drutiman with the next report.
A session on humorous poetry was organized by Bellitristic, the Literary Society of Shoolini University's Department of English, in collaboration with School of Journalism. About a dozen participants recited poems including limericks, parodies, children's verse, and even nonsense poetry. A section of satirical poetry with serious message was also presented at the session. Faculty members presented their written verse in both English and Hindi. Professor Manju Jaitka, Mr. Neeraj Pizar, Ms. Sakshi Sundaram, Mr. Samrat Sharma and Ms. Indu Negi recited in English, whereas Hindi poems were presented by Professor Purnima Bali, Professor Prakash Chand, Mr. Hemant Sharma and Dr. Ashu Khosla.
Thank you, Drutiman. Now we have RJ Fatima with the Radio Shoolini details about the upcoming shows.
Guys, hope you all are doing well. I'm here with a list of shows coming up on Radio Shoolini this week. So, first of all, we have My Shoolini, My Campus by RJ Priyanshi. Coming up next, we have Meri Kalam Se by RJ Prerna, Badhai Ho Viral Hua Hai by RJ Khushi, and last but not the least, Fake Matyar by RJ Riss. All of these shows have been uploaded on the My Shoolini app, so go tune into those and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at @Radio Shoolini. Well, that's all for today. Thank you and have a great day.
That's all for this week. We will see you next Friday with more news from the campus. Till then, stay safe, stay connected.